ladies and gentlemen.
For her second turn at bat, Senator Florence Shapiro.
He doesn't like when we change the rules. I've worked under him. I know the reality. Thank you so much for allowing me to come back and talk to you a little bit about the issues, and I will talk about 4 or 5 issues since that's what I was asked to do. The first thing I'd like to talk to you about is what I think is the most important issue that we have in the United States today, and that's illegal immigration. I happen to believe that we cannot reform education, we cannot fix our economy, we cannot work on our federal deficit, we can't change the healthcare system, and we certainly can't change much of anything if we don't begin with what I believe Congress has shirked their responsibility for, and that is to look at a legal immigration system across this nation. Immigration reform should be congressional issue number 1, and it has not been. I think this will stop handcuffing the state and the local governments. I think this will give us an opportunity to stop the inconsistencies and certainly the inadequacies of our current lack of illegal immigration policy. And I do believe that there are enforcements that should be done now, laws that are already on the books that we are not utilizing, that we are not using and enforcing, that I believe should and must be utilized. I want to give you the best example I can give you because it just happened a couple of months ago. Of course, you know that I'm talking about photo voter ID. We had this vote in the Texas Senate. I'm very proud to have been one of the leaders on this, and I relentlessly supported photo voter ID. I do not understand, I never did understand, why the Democrats opposed this proposal. After all, you have to use an ID in order to be able to cash a check, in order to be able to get on an airplane. Why can't we ask the same of our voters? And I think we absolutely should. 70% of Texans that were polled within the last 3 months agree with this. 70%. That takes Democrats and Republicans to make 70%. This is not a partisan issue. This is an American issue. I think that we must be diligent in our border security. We need to, I believe in opposing amnesty. I think that we should support a revamped and modernized system for realistic work visas so that we know that the people who need workers, our businesses, have people in this country, and the American industry knows that they are legal citizens. And we can begin looking at our system again with pride. After all, this is what America is all about. Let me talk about national health care reform, which is obviously very important and on your minds at this moment, on everyone in this country at this very moment. I oppose more government intervention into our lives. I certainly oppose more government control, and I will support any and all attempts not to socialize our healthcare system. Words mean something, and when people say public option, that's a misnomer. This is not a public option that they're offering. This is a government-run healthcare system, and I, for one, am opposed to government-run healthcare systems. I happen to believe that this is not the kind of change we need. What we want in healthcare is to have affordable healthcare, not government-run healthcare. I also believe we've been band-aiding Medicaid. We need to make absolutely sure that we have senior citizen healthcare and we fix the problem. We need health insurance that is transparent, so we see where those dollars are going. So we know that those dollars are not going to government nor directly into insurance system profits. I have been on the front lines not only in 2003 with tort reform issues, but also 2009. We did those issues again this last session, and I fought and fought against it. I actually believe there's probably not a single person in this room that doesn't agree this is an issue that must be addressed. And I believe that we have the evidence right here in the state of Texas to prove to us that we should be looking at medical liability caps. There's no reason not to. That has to be part of the debate. The environment. Anybody in here that doesn't want clean air? I don't think so. We all agree, but I strongly oppose the Obama administration and his new cap and trade. It's really not cap and trade. It's cap and tax, as I'd like to call it. And on foreign policy, I must tell you that what we need is to make sure that we do not have a full withdrawal of our troops in Iraq, and we need to make sure that we are not understaffing our troops in Afghanistan. I think there are so many other issues that we could be looking at, but I will be the relentless advocate for results. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. Thank you.
Comptroller John Sharp.